if you guide it today and you become a shakain and you help everybody on the street, if you broke, nobody will come out and say he went broke because he used to help people. They will say you went broke because you are irresponsible.
Yeah.
Nobody will remember when you used to help everybody. They will find one lifestyle and say this is the reason why you went broke.
Yeah.
They will say, in the carry woman, you know, they sleep for house from one hotel to the other. Yeah. Nobody will remember when you used to take people to the supermarket and say, anything you take in 1 minute, I will pay. I did it where I look at you.
Just before we wrap up on the show, I want to tell this story. You know, though I have one more thing to ask you. I say that, in fact, whenever I get this opportunity, I am definitely going to show how much of appreciation I owe Aguero Banks. Aguero Banks have been, and his crew, his entire crew, they have been very supportive of what I do. They patronize my business. So, earlier this year, Aguero Banks sent me a DM on Twitter. He told me that I should DM one of his fans and asked me the jersey that he likes. You know, I should do the jersey for him, send to the person that he would pay. I did that jersey for the guy. I contacted the guy. I did the jersey for him. I sent it to the person. Chose very nice kits, an AC Milan kit, very expensive, a retro kit. You know how much a retro kit costs? Aguero Banks, you know, we did this thing and I told him that I've sent this kit to this person. The person was grateful. After about 7 months, I saw this same guy tag Aguero Banks that, oh, Aguero, you're not, my birthday was last week. You didn't even post for me, you didn't even comment for me, you didn't do anything for me, and here you are celebrating another person's birthday. And inside my mind, I was so infuriated. I wanted to comment. Like, you don't even know, they say waiting with the go through, no really concern who won't be you. Aguero Banks has an album coming out. He's an independent artist. You don't even know if he can afford the budget of that album. You don't know how many videos he has to shoot. And here you are feeling entitled to birthday. This is someone that you don't know from Adam. That just, you know, that is how much entitled we are as a people. And we don't get to talk about, you know, how much this has affected our culture as Nigerians. There is this story this brother told me. He entered Keke, Joe. So they carried him. He got to where he was going to, and instead of transferring 25, he sent 25,000. By the time he got home, he realized that it was 25k, and he called the guy because OP. He called the guy. So the Keke man first claim say he no see the money. He say make him check. By why him check, he was, you know, good guy enough to call back. When he eventually called back, he told the guy, how are we going to do it? That
how much I will send back?
That kind of thing. So the Keke guy first of all said that it's going to be 50-50. From 50-50, they started negotiating for his money. And from 50-50, I think, and not just 50-50, that he will take 50% and then he will still take his 2.5. That 2.5 gold is aside, it's not part of the package. So he eventually sends, I think, 17,000 or thereabouts. Yeah, something, I think 17,000. That's what he eventually sent. And he said that he's doing this. He commended himself that he's a good guy. That I hope he knows that it's not everybody that can do this kind of thing. So at that point, that person was already feeling entitled to being a good person. And that is how much our culture has developed in this society because of what? Entitlement. So when you look at people coming from other cultures, whenever Japan people, they come to the World Cup, we always talk about how they are well behaved. So when you look at the culture we have around the country, you would see how much entitlement has impacted us. So speak to me about the social, what you think about this entitlement thing, you know, as it relates our social culture.
There's something I believe in here. I don't believe there's any superior race out there. I don't believe Japanese people, they are better than us. I don't believe white people, they are better than us. I don't know how to explain it, but one of the things we do in this Nigeria is that when a certain Nigeria have power, they don't believe they have the power until they exercise that power. This keke man that you mentioned now was just an ordinary keke man until money came, somebody's money came to his account.
That patronized you.
And that money gave him power over to the other person.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Okay, now your 25k is with me. That 25k has given me power over you. Now I have to negotiate and tell you my own conditions on your own money. A Japanese person believes they have a certain responsibility. That is why I keep telling you that entitlement exempts people from responsibility. That keke man is now feeling like, I have your 25k. I don't owe you any responsibility to return it. Me returning it is out of my own benevolence, which is something that is fucked up. How are you holding something you did not work for? A Japanese man will hold something that they work for. There's something I watched during the World Cup when they knocked out Japanese team. They cleaned the whole stadium before they left. They owe you the responsibility of leaving the room as neat as it was before they came. They believe anything I do in this room, anything I do in this room that made this room to not look like the way it was when I came, it is my responsibility to fix it. A Nigerian man doesn't care. I used to have a friend that if he pays 35k for your hotel room, he will make sure to mess the hotel room up before he will leave. He believes messing it up makes him get the value for his money. It's a fucked up culture. And again, there are some things that we used to have in our culture that makes people checkmate their SSEs. Before I know that if I go out late and I don't tell my mom where I'm going to, if I come back late, she's going to ask me, where are you coming from? And I owe her the responsibility of explaining where I'm going to. But now, it is no longer like that because it is in my own house. Now I have my own house. I have where I stay and I pay my own rent. I believe my mom cannot come there and ask me, where am I coming back by this time? But it's not like that anyway. Your parents are your parents till they die. But most of us now believe that once we have money or we have power, we can do some certain things without anybody checkmating us. That is one thing we have. I have a friend that stays in Japan. He told me that one day he was nearly arrested because he forgot to feed his cat. And when he left, the cat was so hungry that he was crying and all that. And when the neighbor called the police were asking him, why did you not feed your cat? It is your responsibility. You bought the cat. It is your responsibility to feed the cat. Imagine in this Nigeria now, you want to go and arrest somebody for not feeding their cat. The first thing when they will ask you, did it concern you? Is it your business? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Is it your business? And the next thing, they will start seeing you as a bad neighbor without knowing that it is you that is not doing your job very well. One day, I said something on Twitter and people begin to drag me here and there, and I ended up deleting that tweet. Not because I wanted to, but I felt like it was going to get to a negative audience that I don't want. What I said is, I was asking, why is it that almost every junction in this Oka, there are traffic warnings there? Your job, First of all, they are not even needed there because you have the street lights. It's because of our fucked up culture. That's why there's street lights and there's also traffic warnings there. In Europe, it's not like that. You are meant to obey. You have the responsibility of obeying traffic laws. Okay, now, because of the fact that if you look around, you don't see police. Even if it's ready, wow, nobody will catch you now. That's why they place traffic warnings there. Now, those traffic warnings, that your responsibility is to make sure that these people are moving when they are supposed to and they stop when they are supposed to. What are you people now doing there?
Beg.
And it's disappointing. Do you know the?
And also embarrassing.
Do you know the funniest part? Yeah, it is not the fact that they beg; they also encourage you to disobey the traffic law. The traffic, this thing is red. They will tell you, come, because of 200 naira. Bro, the elders of this society that are supposed to encourage us youth to do the things that are right in our culture, they are also the ones that are encouraging us to break the rules, because now the youths have something that they will obey. Money rules Nigeria. In any culture that money is the most important thing, it is as good as gone. If money rules everything in Nigeria, that's why somebody went, somebody I used to respect so much, I love her, like, man, went on a podcast and said the reason why I voted for. Let's not talk about it here.
It was really amazing having you on the show. I am not going to lie, this was a very beautiful session. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
I'm glad I came.
Yeah. This is Sip&Ponder. I remain your host, SirguyIsHere. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, SirguyIsHere. Stick with us till we meet again. This is Sip&Ponder.